UFC 297 to UFC 300, all the way to the final card of the year to UFC 310. We have made it. We have witnessed bangers, knockouts, submissions, and upsets like never before. But Alexandre Pantoja, the flyweight champion, the man who has already beaten everyone in the division, conquered and demolished, he's not done. He wants to beat all of them multiple times, but he's already beaten all of them from number 1s to 10. But one man remains. A man who has never fought in the UFC. The Japanese rising champion, an animal and ruthless, relentless striker with multiple blades of attack. His first UFC event, his first main event, and he's looking for his first UFC win as the 21-4 Kyoji Asakura. But that's not all. In the co-main event, someone's O has got to go. And this is MMA, where the O's are important. It's undefeated, dangerous Shavkat Rakhmonov, 18 wins, 18 finishes, a pure rapist, versus the 15 wins undefeated Garry. The nomad animal versus the cuck. We'll find out who is the best. And next for the title this Saturday. But first, let me tell you all the predictions, and let me start it off. Woo! Let's go, baby. How you boys doing? All the way from UFC 297, from Strickland versus Dricus Duplessis. Before that, I think Strickland even fought some other you got up put on the screen. From all the way from UFC 297, Strickland versus Dricus Duplessis. What a war that was. All the way from UFC 300, big one. Alex Sparrow knocking out Jamal Hill. Max Holloway knocking out Justin Genji. Amazing. But we're not done. We still have way more excitement. We still have way more victories. We still have way more violence to watch. Modern gladiators. Whew. We have Alexandre Pantoja versus Kyoji Asakura. And the co-main event, we have Garry versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. In this video, I'll be going through all the predictions, giving you some betting advice because I'm not allowed to bet, so it's going to be gritty. My last accuracy of the card before, I don't think it was too great. It'll be up on the screen. That was my main event. And this was my whole card. Okay, so cool. We'll first start with the first fight. We have Shavkat the Nomad Rakhmonov versus Ian the Future Garry the Cuckold. So that works as well. Look, this fight is amazing. This fight is amazing. It's probably going to be the best fight. It's going to be the most violent because Shavkat always brings it in. Ian Garry doesn't really usually. Ian Garry likes to keep his distance, likes his teeps, like his thingies, and those weapons are going to work great for him, especially with Shavkat's stance being so wide. But we have to talk about the clinch work. You have to talk about how he can get submissions. But also, like, the kicks are going to be dangerous in this one. It's going to be who can get the outside footing. It's going to be a great one. I'm definitely seeing Ian Garry switching stances, trying to get into that inside, punishing with them teeps, punishing with the head kicks going upstairs. And if you got Ian Garry winning this fight, you really believe it in your heart, the only way Ian Garry will win this fight is by a decision. Shavkat has shown pretty good chin against Jeff Neal, and Jeff Neal is an animal. I don't think I need to explain that further. So if you're going to go pick this fight, I'm picking Garry. But more personally, it's going to have to go with the favorite, Shavkat Rakhmonov. I just know he's better. I just know that he kicks better. He finds his stances better. He finds his shot selections better. I just know he's going to be in a high level, in a high deficit. He's going to just be way better than Ian Garry, unfortunately. And they've trained before, and apparently all the submissions happened. And Ian Garry has been known to have a weak chin. He gets dropped multiple times in training. He's been dropped by the PFL / Bellator champion. I think his name is the black guy that's friends with Luke Rockhold. I'm very sorry. Very sorry, mate. But him, damn, it's him. He got dropped by him in training. He's apparently been stopped many times, like by a submission to Shavkat. So we're gonna have to see. But this fight is for the future, and this fight will determine who is next for the title shot. And I am easily picking Shavkat Rakhmonov to win via 4th round KO. Ian Garry versus Shavkat Rakhmonov is 5 rounds. It's gonna be great. And if you didn't know, Ian Garry is 6'3" compared to Shavkat being 6'1". I thought they were the same height. I guess we're seeing the stare off if it really is like that, but I guess we'll see, right? Okay, cool. Let's start with the boring fights that nobody cares about, and I'll let you go through them. And this is only for the real people that really want to see my opinion, I guess, if you really care about them. And also, I'm pretty good at betting. I'm pretty good. I just can't do it. Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Lucas Brzeski. I have Kennedy Nzechukwu winning. He already beat Chris Barnett's ass. Lucas Brzeski was supposed to beat Talisha Teixeira, who was 7-0. I'm pretty sure that was just a feeding. So yeah, Kennedy Nzechukwu wins. We're moving up the card. Clay Guida versus Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper demolishes him. Round 2 submission. Welterweight fight: Michael Chiesa versus Max Griffin. Two both old heads, but Michael Chiesa does not lose two fights in a row. And just to check, I think his last fight was a loss to Kevin Holland. Oh no, he beat Tony Ferguson. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. But still, Michael Chiesa wins. Oh my, I completely forgot about that. Cody Durden versus Joshua Van. I'm gonna go with Joshua Van here just because he's a more better guy. He's a better guy. Yes, he gets into wars. Yes, he might get. He has been clipped in his last fight. Joshua Van is a nice guy. I do like him, but I am still gonna go with him in this fight. Cody Durden is all good. His striking has definitely been improving, but I'm gonna go with Joshua Van in this early prelims main event. Chris Weidman versus Eric Anders. I've already talked about this fight. I have Chris Weidman winning. He's coming in. I think he's a younger guy. No, he's 40 years old. There's not much of a weight cut. It's only been taken back, I think, 2 more weeks. The fight's basically the same. Chris Weidman is a better wrestler, a better striker. He's actually been a champion. He has that experience. I'm gonna go with him. Eric Anders loses a lot. Eric Anders does have the thingy to lose. They're both 16 and 7, 16 and 8, basically same record. But if you guys have not seen my video up there, where I just kind of discuss Chris Weidman's record and history and the way he fights and like his whole bullshit that he's went through, the guy's an animal. That was undefeated. All his 7 losses happened in the UFC. I don't think it's the same for Eric Anders. Alright, cool. We're starting with a prelim. We'll go Randy Brown versus Brian Battle. I'm gonna go with the boy Brian Battle. He's got the momentum. He did the amazing flipping post-fight press conference speech. I'll put it up here.
Baby, keep moving. I love it. People been booing me about me since I started training. I love it. The more you boo me, the stronger I get, baby. I'm used to this. Y'all can't stop me. Hey, I know y'all didn't think the Butcher was gonna lose in a fist fight to a French dude. I know y'all did not think the Butcher was gonna lose in a fist fight to a French dude. That ain't never gonna happen, baby. Yeah.
I know, it's amazing. Wasn't that great, eh? Cool. Randy Brown is dangerous. He is an animal. He has been good. He didn't just knock out Islam last. Not Islam. What the hell was it? Muslim? I think his name was. Give me a second. I think he didn't. Yeah. No, he beat Zaleski dos Santos, but he knocked out Muslim. That's what it was. But still, with 34 versus 30-year-old prime, dangerous welterweight, looking like an animal. He's on his momentum. He knows this. If he wins this fight, he can get up that fight. And I think his next fight should be Marco Venom Page. Movsar Evelev versus Aljamain Sterling. This might be the fight that I personally care about the most, just because I'm a big Aljo fan. Aljo is one of my favorite fighters. But Evelev is a piece of shit. I hate him. He's a grunk. He can suck my cock. He lost that fight to Brendan Allen. He's a grunk. So I'm gonna go pick Aljo. Oh no. I'm gonna pick Movsar Evelev, undefeated. He's got that thing. He fights like once a week. He barely gets injured. Aljo will fight injured. Aljo will have all these problems, and he'll still come out to fight and shit. Movsar, if he's like, I don't know. This Dagestanis, man. If you get what I mean. I'm gonna be rooting for my boy. I'm gonna be rooting for my boy Aljamain Sterling, but I think this is pretty obvious. I think Movsar Evelev wins by a decision. If Movsar Evelev does not win by a decision, I'll be very impressed. We start the next fight. We have the fan favorite. Vicente Luque versus Timbo Garimbo. I don't even know who the fuck Timbo Garimbo is. Why don't I know him? I think he's a French lad, isn't he? No, he's a Zimbabwean. What the hell? Who did I see? Ah, that's why. That's what I saw fight. Okay, cool. At the end of the day, Vicente Luque has been looking so shit. I don't think I understand it. That performance against Joaquin Buckley, what the fudge was happening there? It was embarrassment. It was embarrassing. It should not have even happened, in my opinion. But that's why I definitely think Timbo Garimbo is going to win via first round KO, and Vicente Luque is going to be in a weird situation where he doesn't know if he should retire, but he should retire. That's my personal opinion. We're starting with a prelim main event. This fight is amazing. We've got John Jones's losers. We've got Anthony Smith who got ravaged, smashed, and raped by John Jones. We've got Dominic Reyes who beat the living shit out. No, he beat John Jones. 13-4, 38-20. I'm gonna go with Dominic Reyes. They're both coming off a win. No, I think they're both coming off a win. Pretty sure his last win was in the last Pantoja card, which is kind of crazy. No, he lost to Roman Dolidze. I'm sorry, if you've seen the Roman Dolidze performance, yeah, you picked Dominic Cruz in this one. Holy shit, that was one of the most. I can't believe they were professional fighters. Like, that's how shit it was. And then we're moving on to the main event. Nate the Train Landwehr versus Chuho Doi. The guy who's, if you don't know him, he was the guy that had the war with being stupid. He's the one that had the World Cup once and unfortunately lost. Nate the land, Nate the train, pressure, aggression, angry, trainee is gonna win via decision. Bryce Mitchell versus Con Gracie. Bryce Mitchell is gonna win via decision. Con Gracie is gonna go out and embarrass himself, embarrass his legacy, and embarrass his last name. You're 5-2, mate. Please just piss off. Why does he have the main event spot? Why is Bryce Mitchell a ranked featherweight not fighting anyone? But hey, I don't care. I'll be honest with you, I don't really give a shit. Bryce Mitchell, I'm happy for this guy to win. Yeah, let's go. Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov. For some reason, everyone's been hopping off the Cyril Gane train. Yes, he did get his ass whooped by John Jones. It was kind of embarrassing. It was very sad. Damn, that's been so long ago. Shit. They both have had a big break. So what? Is this Cyril Gane's fight coming back from Johnny? He has fought Sergey Spivak. I knew something was weird. I'm like, no way he's been waiting that long. But Cyril Gane, 12-2, is going to beat, destroy, and win via KO. He's going to win via another KO, probably another elbow. Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov. He's been improving himself, but just he's going to let himself slip. He's still aging. I don't know why everyone doesn't know what thinks about that. He's been in the fight game for ages. He's been in the fight game since DC was around. That's how long ago. Okay, that's not even that long, but still. Woo! Main event. Alexandre Pantoja versus Kyoji Asakura. Alexandre Pantoja has literally beaten everyone in the division. Literally everyone that's been possible to beat him, he's beaten him. Yes, he had that little robbery against Steve Osek. But in the day, that win has proved itself because Steve Osek got knocked out by Kai France, which I'm pretty sure Pantoja beat twice. No, he beat him once. Still, he's fighting Kyoji Asakura. The only problem with so in my notes, I have Pantoja winning the fight. I have him by decision. I think he's going to demolish him. I think he's going to show him levels. I think he's going to beat him. He's going to punch him on the ground. He's going to make the fight boring. He's going to know what to do. He's just going to win. And if he wants to strike, he's going to strike. But I think he just wants to win. And you know what? That might be right. However, and if I'm a betting man, I ain't putting my money on Pantoja. But the problem is, it just seems so perfect for Kyoji Asakura. He has done this. He's super famous in Japan. Beat the living shit out of everyone in Japan. Comes to, goddamn, the UFC. Comes to the UFC. What does he do in the UFC? He never has a fight. Has his first fight for the title. Main event. The main event originally has dropped out. It's like a whole Alex Pereira type situation. However, I don't like that he's taking cheat meals. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know if that's supposed to be healthy or not. I'll probably be eating my words. But I'm still going to go with Alexandre Pantoja. On the way here, when I was going to make this video, I was going to be like, bro, Pantoja is going to unfortunately lose. But no, Pantoja is going to win. He's going to reign over the legacy. The UFC is unfortunately not going to get what they want. Yeah, the UFC is not going to get what they want. But they have it all over with fucking Thingy, Sugar Sean and Melly. They got exactly what they want. They didn't get it with so many other fighters, though. To be fair, Drickus beat him. Alright, cool. Alexandre Pantoja beats Kyoji Asakura. I think he's going to be in by decision. He knows how to win. He's going to decision him. He's going to make it dangerous. He's not going to be able to drop. And one thing extra, Kyoji Asakura, most of his finishes have been came from dropping the guy. And then he goes for finishes with knees to the head. That's not even allowed in the UFC. So, hey, ladies, tell me anything in the comments about if I'm wrong, if you agree with me or anything. Just put it down there. Click those videos on the top. Ooh, I think it's that way. Click on the videos on the top. And adios.